Long ago, in the beautiful foothills of Nepal, a child was born into a royal family. His name was Siddhartha. The day he was born, joy spread through the palace like sunlight. Musicians played, flowers were offered, and everyone believed this child was destined for something extraordinary. Soon after his birth, wise sages and holy men came to see the young prince. They studied the signs around him and spoke with great respect. They said Siddhartha would grow to become one of two things: either a mighty king who ruled the world, or a spiritual teacher who would guide countless people. His father wanted his son to become a powerful ruler. To keep him focused on royal life, he surrounded Siddhartha with luxury. The prince lived in grand palaces, with gardens, fountains, music, fine clothing, and every comfort anyone could imagine. But Siddhartha was different from others. Even as a child, he was gentle and full of compassion. If he saw a bird with an injured wing, he wanted to help it. If he saw someone sad, he wished to comfort them. His heart naturally cared for all living beings. While many children enjoyed games and competitions, Siddhartha often preferred silence. He would sit beneath trees, watching the wind move through the leaves. He wondered about life, happiness, and why the heart sometimes feels empty even when surrounded by beauty. As Siddhartha became a young man, he married Princess Yasudhara. Their wedding was filled with celebration, music, laughter, and bright colors. The kingdom rejoiced, believing the prince would now live a full and happy royal life. In time, they welcomed a son named Rahula. Siddhartha loved his child deeply and cared for his family with tenderness. Yet deep within his heart, questions still remained. Even surrounded by love, he felt there was something important he had not yet understood. Many nights, Siddhartha stood alone beneath the stars. The palace was quiet, but his thoughts were restless. He wondered why people chase pleasure and comfort, yet still feel fear, sadness, and dissatisfaction. He sensed there must be a deeper truth hidden beyond palace walls. One day, Siddhartha asked to leave the palace and see the world outside. As his chariot moved through the city streets, he looked carefully at the lives of ordinary people. What he saw would change him forever and awaken questions no palace could silence. There he saw an old man, bent with age, moving slowly with the help of a stick. Siddhartha had never seen such weakness before. He asked what had happened. He learned that aging comes to everyone. Youth fades, strength weakens, and no one can escape time. Soon after, he saw a man suffering from sickness. The man was weak, pale, and in pain. Siddhartha was deeply troubled. He realized health could vanish without warning. No wealth or power could fully protect a person from illness and suffering. Then Siddhartha saw people carrying a body in a funeral procession. Family members cried with grief as they walked. He learned that death comes to every living being. Kings, servants, rich, poor. Everyone must one day leave this world. But then he saw something different, a wandering holy man in simple robes. The man owned almost nothing, yet his face was calm and peaceful. Siddhartha was amazed. Here was someone untouched by fear and greed. He wondered if this was the path to freedom. That night, Siddhartha returned to the palace in silence. He looked upon his sleeping wife and child with deep love. Leaving them would be painful, yet staying without seeking truth would leave all people trapped in suffering. His heart was torn, but his purpose became clear. When the palace slept, Siddhartha quietly mounted his horse and rode into the darkness. He left behind gold, titles, luxury, and power. This moment became known as the Great Renunciation, the choice to seek truth above all else. At dawn, Siddhartha removed his royal jewelry and cut off his hair. He exchanged rich garments for simple robes. The prince who once lived in comfort now began life as a humble seeker, walking the path of wisdom, with nothing to rely on but courage. He traveled through forests, villages, and mountains. He studied under respected teachers and learned many forms of meditation. People admired his discipline and intelligence. Yet even after learning much, Siddhartha felt the final truth still remained beyond his reach. Determined to find answers, he practiced severe fasting and harsh discipline for many years. His body became thin and weak. He pushed himself to the edge of death, hoping suffering would reveal wisdom. But instead, he discovered pain alone does not bring understanding. Then Siddhartha realized a profound truth. Neither luxury nor self-torture leads to peace. The answer lies in balance, a middle way between extremes. With renewed strength, he accepted food and prepared himself for one final, steady search for enlightenment. He journeyed to Bodh Gaya, where a great tree stood in peaceful silence. The air was calm and the place felt sacred. Siddhartha knew his long search had brought him to the moment he had been seeking all along. He sat beneath the Bodhi tree, crossed his legs, straightened his back. and closed his eyes. He turned inward with complete focus. No fear, no desire, no distraction would move him from this seat. Siddhartha made a final vow. He would not rise until he discovered the truth of suffering and the path beyond it. As night deepened, he entered profound meditation, and as the first light of dawn touched the earth, Siddhartha opened his eyes, not as a prince, but as the Buddha, the one who had finally awakened.